What's up, Xbox lovers, and welcome to a PlayStation exclusive. I'm one of your hosts, Wilson, joined by another idiot.
Toast.
And in this review, what in the hell is this? This looks kind of familiar, like we reviewed something along the same lines as this. Am I wrong, or did I zap to yet another different Earth?
This is the Bring Arts Final Fantasy Tactics Delita. So this is the villain from the game. We did review one other character, Ramza.
Rams.
Yes.
Okay.
So here he is, again, stylized.
We're sure it's a guy. No problem. It's a guy. I can get past it.
Stylized.
Yes.
Guy. And really, the paint is very striking. So the armor looks phenomenal. He still has ugly elbows, which we'll talk about. But all of this sort of embroidery work is fantastic. And then I love the effect that they did to his hair. It's very, like it has some depth to it. Volume.
Is this front piece a separate piece that like comes off or anything?
It looks like it, but there isn't a separate piece, so no, it's just glued in place.
Okay.
It does look separate though.
Wasn't that a problem that the other one had, where like the front part of its hair didn't match the other part?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we've got these ugly elbows.
And ugly elbows, and that's because that's just straight like mustard, nasty mustard yellow plastic.
Yeah, it's just flat plastic, unpainted, against all of the rest of it that is painted. The knees kind of don't bother me that much because you'd have some sort of under wrapping between the leg and the armor, so that sort of makes sense. That's annoying, not as much as some others. It almost blends. And maybe I can fix it with some posing.
Honestly, the elbows don't bother me on this that much. I can see why they would, but they don't bother me.
Not as much as some others.
Yeah.
Then we get the sort of blank face. And this, I think you can see the nose better. But, yeah, the paint and sculpt, pretty impressive. Straight out of the box, I'm liking this a lot.
Have you moved this thing around?
No.
Okay.
So I got it last week, and I forgot to bring it to the shop, so we couldn't record. But I did open it at home. I just haven't moved them around very much. We get that much range on the elbows. There is bicep swivel. We get neck down, really not much up, which I find weird, although the hair is crashing into the armor, so I guess that explains it. That kind of sucks. The shoulder pads are on their own hinge up in there, so they can move on their own. The arm doesn't get up very far. That's limiting. There is waist and diaphragm. Yes, they do move independently. So waist and diaphragm. The hips get impressive back, not much forward, which is odd. Out. Again, not very far. Double jointed knee that gets slightly past 90, which is not great. But again, the sculpt crashes into itself. And then ankles that get forward and back. There is not a discernible rocker. There's maybe the slightest rocker.
It doesn't turn here at this cut, does it? Don't break it.
Nope, seemingly not. Even though this one isn't quite lined up the way it should be.
Awesome.
So, in a nutshell, that's this guy.
But wait, that's not all.
It's never all.
I'm guessing this is Final Fantasy Tactics. Giant hands have to have a giant fucking sword, because everybody in Final Fantasy has a giant sword now, right?
Yes. So he has...
Well, that's not that giant.
This sword. Well, we haven't seen the scabbard yet.
Oh, okay.
Scabbard's huge.
Fair enough.
So he's got this sword, which is well painted.
Yep.
Yep. This is honestly more impressive.
Okay.
So it is the same hilt and guard, except it's now wrapped in this pretty beautiful scabbard.
And is that a peg to plug it into the side or back?
There's a peg. I don't know where it's... There's no instructions.
Oh.
Let me see.
Yes, there are.
There are. So there is a peg hole on the scabbard. It does not peg into his body that I can find. There are no peg holes. However, he does come with separate hands. So he's got fists right now. He also comes with a couple of posing hands. And this one has the peg hole. So the scabbard can go into somehow. So it goes into the hand like this, and then I'll stick this onto his body so we can see. I believe the hands are meant to go like this, so he's holding it clearly with this hand and is going to draw it with this hand. Which is...
weird. I'm going to be honest, that's weird.
It's an interesting take. I've never seen anything like that.
I mean, is this character known for not having the sword attached to him at any point?
I mean,
Like, do you not ever see it on his back or
they
on
were
his side?
pretty low polygon. So...
I don't know, I thought you were a fan then. Sorry.
25 years ago. So it's an interesting take. I've never seen anything quite like that.
No, that's kind of a...
It's a very specific pose.
Yeah, it's very specific.
But he does also come with a couple of holding hands. So if you want to hold the sword properly, plugs right. Is this another? This is another. And this one comes apart.
Nice.
That was a problem with the previous one.
Yeah.
On camera strength.
Yes.
So there you go. He can hold the sword. And that's it.
That's it. Okay.
Comes with 4 additional hands, 2 swords in and out of scabbard, and that's it. Oh, no, wait. I was wrong. Because there is also an adjustable stand. So you can have him in poses with a couple of clamps. So this exists as well. And that is it. Size comparison. So I brought in Ramza, and we've got Emissary from Hell. So they are short.
Yeah. They'll go well with the other Final Fantasy ones, but
yeah,
you shouldn't have them fighting.
They'll go well with other Square or figure arts, import figures.
Final thoughts, bottom line time. I will start. I think if you're in for this line, you're in. You clearly have an attachment to this series, so you're going to be getting most of these figures, if not all.
I think I'm stopping here.
Oh, really?
So far they've put up 3 for pre-order. I got the main hero, the main villain. Audience John has gotten one of the other figures.
Okay.
And I think I'm out. I'll see if they make any more. But I have, just like Vagrant Story, I got the main hero, the main villain. Done. That's
good enough for you.
It's good enough for me.
And how much was this?
Too much.
Okay, so too much for this. So I guess based on that little bit of information that I've got, I'll go 3.5 out of 5 for this kind of priced figure and size and what you get and everything. If it's too much, that's going to hurt the score a little bit. But overall, I think if you like them, you're going to like this one too. This one seems a little better than the other one, maybe. I don't know for sure.
I'm also going 3.5.
Okay.
The paint and sculpt are really impressive, but articulation is hindered. Now that I'm remembering, it's even more hindered than when I started that sentence. So like the ankles are kind of disappointing, the elbows, and then he's okay.
Is that why you're out? Because it's just okay, not worth the money? Or you're out because you've gotten everything that you want?
There's a bunch of characters in that game, and too many to really get, too many for me to remember from 25 years ago, because that's the last time I played.
Gotcha.
So I'm getting the 2 memorable ones to me, and
good enough.
It's good enough.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
So yeah, he's gonna look great on the shelf as long as you don't move him.
Right. Exactly.
and that's about it.
I think that's what he's made for, is to just stand there and look nice. And if that's what you like, that's fine.
Sometimes. I am playing with my toys more often.
Yeah, they get fun.
That Leonardo's great.
Dude, he might be on my list. Because I got to tell you something about that fucking toy. All right, so anyways.
Let's wrap it up.
So we're wrapping it up. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Go ahead and leave a comment below what you think and what's your favorite Final Fantasy character. Is it the one with the big sword? Until next time, thank you.
It's the white puffball.
There you go.